And let me show you what you're doing on your computer. You're working on your Facebook page, you're working on your website, you're writing your blogs, you're probably tweeting something. I'm going to give you right now what I call a loving smackdown. I am. I'm going to get my version of ruthless. It's actually not that scary, but a loving smackdown. If you are avoiding sales, if you are doing everything you can to avoid selling, which I mean is a one-on-one conversation with your prospect on the phone or in person, if you are doing everything you can to avoid that, you are broke. You're broke. And here's where I get really frustrated. And okay, maybe a real smackdown's coming because I can feel it. Here's where I get really, really frustrated. How many new business owners we see that come to us struggling and broke, and this is the shit they're working on. This is the shit they're working on. Now, am I saying you don't need this stuff? No. We have a website. We have a Facebook page now. We built our business to $400,000 before we had a Facebook page. We had an opt-in, but we weren't driving any traffic to it. We have no online lead generation. And we built our business to $400,000 in its third year. Do you want to know why? Because we're not afraid to have a sales conversation. So Dan's not here, but I'm calling out Dan. And Dan would love this, by the way, because Dan and I had a real heart-to-heart conversation the first day he was here and the first day I met him. And we're users. We love Infusionsoft. So when I found out he was from Infusionsoft, I said to him, I love you guys. I love your software. Oh, my God, you make our job so much easier. He said, that's great. What do you do? I said, we help female entrepreneurs turn around their income in 90 days. That's what we do. He said, that's terrific. Do you tell them to get Infusionsoft? And I said to him, Dan, I'm sort of the anti-Infusionsoft coach, to be honest. He's like, what? Come on. I said, well, let me just ask you this, Dan. If you had to help an entrepreneur turn around their income in 90 days, what would you tell them to do? Do you know what he said to me? I hope you tell them to sell. I hope you tell them to sell. From Dan's lips to your ears.